All right, ladies. So today we're going to be reacting to a video about Alexa Demie and why she's so alluring. I don't know who the hell she is, but let's see what she has to say about this.
Explore some of our favorite icons in a little It Girl Lessons from It Girls series and see what it is that makes everyone so obsessed with our favorite iconic It Girls. By better understanding what makes them so magnetic, we can be inspired and adopt some of their values to see how we can level up our lives as well. In today's little lesson, we'll be taking a look at Alexa Demie and explore the power of privacy. If you're unfamiliar with Alexa Demie, she is well known for her role as Maddie in the show Euphoria. And unlike many other celebrities, there is something so mysterious about Alexa Demie. There is little to no information about her. Alexa has...
First of all, if you notice, she wears all black. Okay? So remember, everything that surrounds you is aura. What you dress, your background, right? So if you notice, there's a lot of black. You barely see her pupils, even in everything. I mean, it's kind of crazy, actually. And that creates an aura of mystery. As long as she keeps physical distance from her fans, as long as she doesn't get seen as often, which is similar to Michael Jackson, it creates the aura of mystery. So wearing a lot of black, I promise you, if she wore a lot of color, she wouldn't be seen as mysterious as much.
Has 22 posts on her Instagram as of...
Let's see. Not a lot of color. See, even the ones with colors, I only see one with strong color. Everything else is limited palette or black and white.
Very minimal. Has 22 posts on her Instagram as of date. She has a very minimal acting resume, and she was notoriously known for concealing her real age. Yet at the same time, she seemed to be everywhere, as she was seen getting photographed with the Hadids, the Jenners, and Hailey Bieber. This makes people even more curious because unlike the A-list celebrities that she is seen with, who have pretty much
she uses contrast also. Right, where somebody you see her as more mysterious because she puts herself around people who are not mysterious at all. So through the contrast, it's like me standing next to someone who's really tall. I'll look really short, right? Somebody who's really muscular, it'll exaggerate the lack of muscles that I have, right?
Their entire life on social media and on different reality shows and interviews. Alexa entire life on social media and on different
Yo, Bella Hadid is one of those girls that on camera, on photos, she looks cute, don't get me wrong. But when you see her face move and she talks from different angles, not like interview angle, but like different angles, she has that Liz thing where she is way more gorgeous than videos and photos show. Like, she gives me that vibe that she is way... Because some people, you just can't capture their beauty in video or through a photo. She gives me that vibe, like that similar Wizard Liz vibe.
Reality shows and interviews. Alexa is quite the opposite. Her mystique and her low-key approach have actually made her even more alluring. If you tell everyone everything about you, then there's nothing left to learn more about you. Privacy will not only give you peace, but it can actually make you more magnetic.
But remember, this comes at a cost. And that the people who are attracted to you, you can never get close to them because they're only attracted to the mirage that you're creating through your mystery. As soon as they get to know you, if you want them to get to know you, you have to let go of that mirage. You can't have your cake and eat it too. A lot of the times, again, I'm gonna assume a lot of the times it's really because somebody is emotionally distant. Pretty much it.
Because you are so mysterious and it makes people so curious about you. It's difficult and unfair to compare different people who have different goals and lifestyle preferences, but if we do compare Alexa to a lot of her co-stars in Euphoria, they seem to be doing a lot better than her. They're rising in fame, they're getting booked out, they're putting a lot of effort into PR, and as a result, they're probably making a lot more money because of that. And although we don't know how that will go in the future because because we really don't know what will hold for us in the future, right? We can take a look at what has happened in the past. If we take a look at different celebrities who seem to have gotten famous so fast, we start to notice a pattern. Absolutely no hate, but we can take a look at Addison Rae, right, as a quick example. She blew up on TikTok and she began hanging out with the Kardashians. She got casted in a movie. She appeared on many interviews and even started her own beauty brand and a fragrance line, right? She seemed to be doing so well, but after a while, people seemed to have forgotten about her. And I remember seeing a TikTok where this mom showed her teen a video of Addison Rae, and the teen was like, "Who's that?" They couldn't even recognize her anymore. They don't remember her anymore. And another example is Jennifer Lawrence. At one point, she seemed to be America's sweetheart. After her huge success with, the Hunger Games, she had so many opportunities and rose to fame really quickly. She shared a lot about her life, and initially people loved her for it and found that she is not only talented as an actor, but she is also so relatable as an individual, until it seemed like the public and the media seemed to have gotten tired of her. Even Jennifer herself said in an interview, she said, "I think people had just gotten sick of me."
Yeah, well, yeah, I think the same thing on my channel, but I'm a Godfather Addison Security is coming out. Hey man, what the fuck you want me to do? But I think what works is it's almost like if somebody wants you to be president, the best move should not be, "I'll take it." The best move should be, "No, I don't want to be president." You want people to find you, and you want to give the impression that you don't want to be found, and that could be done. Actually, you could create the illusion where you sort of draw attention, and once you have it, you push it away. Right? It's almost like when women dress nice and sexy, and guys look at them, they're like, "Oh, these guys, I can't believe they're looking at me." I was like, okay, but it does have that effect where you create a honey trap, you draw them in, and then you're like, "Oh, I don't want to be looked at," and it'll cause people to look at you more. It's kind of brilliant, to be honest with you. A little hypocritical, and that's okay though, right? Because what we're after is the effect.
If we take a deeper look into today's culture, the rise of social media, and with that, cancel culture, we often see how many influencers and celebrities rising to fame, and then at some point of sharing too much online with their fans, getting in trouble or getting canceled. However, this is nearly impossible for a celebrity like Alexa Demie, who doesn't share too much to the public. The public has literally nothing to cancel her for because she doesn't share anything about her life. She's so private. At the end of the day, it is your life and you can do and share what you're comfortable with. But just keep in mind that saturation is real, even when you look at food, right? Even if it is your favorite snack or your favorite dish, if you have it every meal and every day, it will start to lose its appeal. And
but again, you're only drawing in people who like things, but then they get tired of it. Like people who want novelty. That's who this attracts. The dark feminine energy draws people who want a challenge, but it doesn't draw people who want to appreciate something for their lifetime. That's the issue, right? So yes, you do get people who want you more, but it comes with its limits. It really does come with its limits, because the people who you draw in, as soon as you open up, they get turned off. Not because you're somebody who's not lovable, but because they're not used to the real thing. They're used to the imagination, the allure, the fantasy, the glamour. As opposed to people who want something real, your mystery is not going to draw them in. They're going to say, "I don't want that. I want someone who I can like physically like grasp. I don't want something that's ungraspable." And that's where this just shows you that in life you can't have everything. Right? You can't have everything.
Soon, even you might start to get sick of it. In a day and age where a lot of people are online sharing about their lives,
this is the channel,
not
right?
even for a personal entertainment standpoint, because some people actually have their businesses online and they make their income that way. So I understand the need to share and be relatable. However, the point of today's episode is to kind of reassure you that you don't need to feel like you need to share everything about yourself if you don't want to. In fact, embracing privacy to keep some mystique, it can actually enhance your allure and work in your favor and make people more eager to know more about you.
Yeah, and the beauty about it is that it how can I say this? the mystery also preserves your relationship. So if you are dating someone, what you definitely want to do actually is the mystery you do want to give people is with your relationships. You definitely keep that a mystery. Definitely don't show off too much of your relationships, because studies show that the more you show off your relationships, the more likelihood it is to fail. It's way better to keep that private life. That's a fact, right? Your private life, yes. But the image you give off, the mystery, the code, spy type of shit. No, just keep your life private, right? Don't play up the mystery too much, because it just draws the wrong people into your life.
And it keeps people intrigued for longer. So with that said, thank you so much for tuning into today's episode, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.
Yeah, people, that's how it is. And yeah, people, you see a mess over there. I know. Who gives a fuck? Anyways, man, let me know what you guys think about this, and I'll make a video later on today.
Are you needy and creepy? Do you have a tough time coming across confident when you like the person? A lot of the times you just don't know what to do. You have habits and patterns that whenever somebody triggers you, you completely forget what to do the right thing. Well, guess what? I have a course for that, and it's called The Psychological Game of Attraction, Natural Chemistry, and The Feminine Woman, what I call the fundamentals. All of those courses are meant to eradicate and exercise the needy, creepy parts in you through action. Meaning, you do what the videos say, and without a shadow of a doubt, you actually get the results. You'll notice that men call you back more. Men will want more relationships with you. They're gonna be the ones that are needy and creepy. They're gonna be the ones that want something. They're gonna be the ones that are the aggressors in trying to get a relationship out of you. But the problem is that a lot of people just watch one or two videos and completely forget that there's actually a system. Don't just watch one or two videos. Get the system either by purchasing all of them and get a discount, or purchase them individually. Because a lot of the times, just watching one video in isolation, you actually miss the big picture. You have to understand why it works. You have to understand what to do next. And a lot of times, my videos just can't address that. A lot of people, you'll see by the testimonies right here, a lot of people have done what those videos say, and they've gotten results. Like the other day, I was in Mexico, and they were like, "Hey, Alexis," and I'm like, "Hey, oh my God, your videos are so great." And I'm like, and she was like, "Look at my kid." I'm like, what you talk about your kid? That's not my kid. She's like, no, because of him, because of your videos, he's here. And I'm like, okay, all right, that's a thing. But I get that a lot. And ironically, that woman watches all of my videos, right? So purchase those courses, man. And if you don't like it, you actually could get a 30-day money-back guarantee, right? Purchase them individually, or get a discount and purchase them all by clicking on the description down below. You have the option of purchasing the one with the bonuses that obviously it's more material, where it's like I give you guys meditations. There's also other courses on how to make friends, how to master anything. Or you could purchase it without the bundle, which is much more affordable, all right? And with that, you guys are able to support my channel, which will allow me to make more videos, okay? Anyways, see you guys inside, and thank you.